All right, it's the Friday crossword. Decorative, so to speak. Just for looks. Local equals fresh. Sloganeer. I don't know who says that. Ahead. In front. Out in front. In the lead. No. E in a code. I mean, E in Morse code is just a dot. Affliction, also known as cold neuralgia. I don't know. 3600 secondi. Minute? Or an hour? Well, 60 times 60 is 3600. So an aura for an hour. Computer runs. Maybe like models, like a runs series. Company acquired by Panasonic in 2009. Malarkey. Do we have a problem here? We good? Are we okay? LA subdivision, question mark. Epithet for Bill Clinton. Isn't an epithet like a mean thing? Some coffee merchants' offerings. Not looking good. Hackman's The Royal Tenenbaums co-star. Don't know. One whose work is barely seen. Thinking barely is like naked. You should keep those details to yourself. TMI, finally. Slightly off. A miss. Org that releases an annual list of the year's most interesting contraband. That'd be probably TSA. Some brunch dishes. Benedict's. Egg Benedict's. No. Pancakes. Restraining maneuver in judo. Hold. Strangle. Headlock. Nelson. How journalists and detectives may act. Invasive. Probing. Stealthy. Furs and beaches, but not furs and beaches. Trees. Tahoe runner. Is that talking about the car? Treat that occasionally catches fire. S'more. Light. It could be like not heavy. It could be a lot of things. Kitchen gizmo. Bit of belly aching. Wine. Served as. Allah. You win, alright? Jeez. Store in oak casks. Age, like wine. I don't really like that. Spoke before the court. No. Faux pas. An error. No. Totally missing the big picture. Well, e-card site with a reduplicative name. Isn't reduplicative duplicative or redundant? Spread. Smear. Like noble gases chemically. Reactive. I don't know. Nearest item to pick. Land consisting predominantly of sedges. Drop dead. Like 90%, 97% of the United States per the Census Bureau. White. Old hand at short hand. Some choppers. Teeth. Bikes. Dish whose name means barley in Italian. Lilliputian. Seems suspect. I don't buy it. Reductive neologism for a strong female lead. Maybe this is a diff. This is girl boss. Feature in Greek mythology. Who was brought up by a bear. A figure in Greek mythology who was brought up by a bear. Come on. Is she helping me?
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah. Hit 22. Bust. Squid Game is a TV show. Crosses to bear. Burdens. Unlit. Lacked an alternative. Forced. Before. Informally. Error. Suburban attachment. Suburbanite. Is that a thing? Camp bed is a cot. Direction in many a spaghetti western. I wonder if that's the name of a director. Served as. I really feel like that's going to be all of them. Zaza Gabor entered into it 9 times. Marriage. Dunks. Rebel. Rebels opposite. Rebel. Obey. I don't know that Nelson is right. Obey. You enter into marriage. That cannot be right. Immerse. Immerses, sorry. A no-no. I don't know. Some brunch dishes. Something tea? No. Chamomile. Armbar. Okay. Light. Airy. Served as. Was. Served as. I don't understand that one. Direction in many a spaghetti western. Tract. I feel like it's going to be the name of a director or something. PB&J, informally a Sammy. Sandwich. Greet with a beep. Doorbell. I don't know. Bluffer's pronouncement. I raise. Put down on paper. I don't know. Comics often printed in black and white. The funnies. I don't know. Pianist Rubinstein. Don't know. Dwarf planet in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Did not know there was a dwarf planet there. Tiny opening. Ajar. Is that not an adjective? The door was ajar. Slit. George's computer friend on the Jetsons. Not familiar. NFL coach Quinn. Should know that. Forte. Slangily. Forte is my skill. That's my jam. Okay. Decorative, so to speak. I doubt it. What is local equals fresh? Sloganeer. And it's not like abbreviated. And it's not going to be like ugh. Huh. Malarkey. Bull. Bubba. One whose work is barely seen. Something artist. You'd think I would be able to get this at this point. Ceramic. Is it erotic? Is that even a thing? Before. Till. I don't know. Erotic artist. Interesting. That might not be it, but slightly off. A bit odd. Sure. Ham omelets. Omelets. Sober. Unlit. Get it. I get it. How journalists and detectives on, because I think this is had to, on kitchen gizmo. I mean, there's a billion kitchen gizmos. Bit of belly aching. Comment me. Something tells me this is a word I don't know. Moan. Served as. I really want to say was. Okay, that. That away. No. Oh. No is yes. Not like a no. Kind of hate that clue. All right. You win. All right. Oh, wait. That is in the clue. You win. All right. Why would that be a J? I mean, something like did it. Like you did it. Pen. May act on a tip. They may act on a tip. Pen. Put down on paper. Pin it. Pin jot. Greet with a beat. Beep. Toot. Tutor. Toot. Toot something. You win. It would help me if I was smart and just knew this stuff. Georgia, see, like I didn't watch the Jetsons. I should know Quinn. I watch enough football. Sam? Is that Sam Gwynn? No, because MT doesn't make any sense. I don't think Jam Forte. I feel pretty good about Sandwich and I raise. Unless this is like a break. come back to that. E-card site with a reduplicative, that is the hardest word, reduplicative name. I don't know any e-card sites. I don't have a single thing in this area, which is really tough. This is an impressive puzzle, though, that you can have so few black squares and make so many words. Spread. Well, you can have a spread, like charcuterie is a spread, an assortment, spread. And then I don't necessarily know what makes a gas noble. It's probably something that like has like one ion or something, you know. Nearest item to pick. I don't understand that. Are these Squid Game is Korean, so is this like a K-drama? Is that a term? Like K-pop, but for TV? Maybe. Land consisting predominantly of sedges, and I don't know what sedges are. So that's great. I don't think it's going to be drop dead because it's hyphenated. Drop, set, drop. Per the Census Bureau. It's not white. There's no way white makes up 97%. If you're the Census Bureau, you're taking like demographics. What would 97% of the United States be made up of? I don't know. Old hand at shorthand. I'm only thinking like stenographer, like steno, but there's nothing shortened. Some choppers. Teeth would be like chompers, not really choppers. So I'm inclined to say like bike, bikes, or helis. Dish whose name means barley in Italian. I mean, I don't like ziti, but that's a noodle. What do they have in Italian that's not named after like the pasta shape? Osso buco. Buco? I mean, that's a steak. There's no barley in that. I just don't know. Okay. I don't know who this is, so that's gonna make this really, really difficult. Greet with a beep. Decorative, so to speak. Ahead. Out in front. Alright, try that. In the lead. Ahead. In first place. Ahead. Affliction, also known as cold neuralgia. computer runs. I mean, I want to just put that just so I have something in the clue. Do we have a problem? Something okay? Some coffee merchants offering grounds. No, grinds. Maybe grinds. This one. Spread butter. Like if you spread, like I don't know. E-card site. Big. Reduplicate. I'm never saying that word again. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Cold neurology. Maybe it is a type of, maybe it is like ZD. I hate a Z right here. I feel like 4 the is a good start. Oops. Some choppers. I mean, I guess it would end in S, huh? Sorry. Baby is crying, so just checking. I'm not sure about that, so I'll take it out so I don't confuse myself. Feeling worse about grinds. Land. Is this a... Oh, is it brain freeze? Maybe? So is this orzo? It is a pasta shape. Lilliputian. I have absolutely no idea what that means. Harley's, hogs. Yeah, maybe it is teeth. I wouldn't like that. I feel like they've been called chompers and not choppers typically. But you know. Sometimes crosswords do things that don't make any sense. well, that's not true. They do make sense, but sorry. I mean, it's definitely more. I just don't know if it's like. There's so many different words they use, like dit and di and dot and da. That's still not helping me though. Decorative. Just for look. I think just for show, just for show. A Lilliputian. Is that like a? It's either. I feel like that just gives me like vibes that it means like a small person, or it's like a woe. A head. I feel like in the front. Drop off in the drop. Can be anything but off there. Drop offs. Rural. In the future. In the future. Okay. Oh, it is steno. Huh. Some choppers. Hueys. LA subdivision. Like Los Angeles. Okay. Well, we're getting somewhere. Oh. Oh, and no, I'm not searching answers because it's 9:33. The crosswords comes out at 9, so it's been 33 minutes. So I couldn't cheat if I wanted to, which I do because I don't understand what this could possibly mean. I want to say it starts with like all right something, but the phrase all right is in the clue, and so it can't be in the answer. So it's got to be something else. This just looks so strange. Forte. I don't know. I don't love that either. Tiny. Maybe it's like something. I get it. That would have to be an E, and I don't see how that's not sandwich. T. Greet with a beep. Toot. Tootle. I don't know. Put down, oh, pinned. Something. No, I get it. It. Again. It. That has to be toot. Spoke for the court. Something about like made your case. Made a case. Toot at. Toot. Toot all. Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. Your forte is your. Oh, that's my bop. That's my. Bl. Spoke before the court. I'm thinking this is Dan Quinn. Tiny opening is a comics. I mean, that would make this probably an S. Oops. Often printed in black and white. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know that guy. Tahoe Runner. Like a lake? Like who runs Lake Tahoe? Stupid dwarf planets. Spoke before the court. I don't know that it's Dan Quinn. That just feels like a name I've heard before. Totally missing the big picture. Not taking heed. No sense. Totally missing the big picture. Nonsense. Let's go back up here. I'm still not confident about grinds. Unspread. Unravel. Unreal. Unrear. Do we have a problem here? All okay? I mean, I would reduplicative name would tell me like jib. I've never heard of it. Stable. Okay, so this is not grinds. Lens. Stable. Jib jab. I don't know. All okay. Unroll. Jobs. Okay, feel decent about that. Sorry, my child is going nuts. Gotta wrap this thing up. totally missing the big picture. Maybe it's not Dan Quinn. Maybe. Two tap. Okay, maybe it's like GHT oversighted over. Nearsighted. Dan Quinn nearsighted. Forte. Does it not mean like ear forte? Maybe forte like big, like loud. I don't know how it. Argued a case bag. Forte, like I'm in my bag. Oh, is this manga, however you say that? Pooter. Tahoe. Is that an iOS thing? Is that a Mac thing? Kitchen gizmo. A pour is a tiny opening. Pantry. Enter. Arthur. A pairer. Rudy. Oh, what up? Local equals fresh slogan air. Okay. Stala. Why haven't I heard of this? Brought up by a bear. Saint Atlanta. Or no, Saint. No, Stella. Okay, what's this? Huston. Time to do the old keyboard roll. Oh my gosh. Iga. Never heard of Iga. The only Iga I know is the tennis player Iga Swiatek. Atalanta. Not Atlanta. Atalanta. Sanyo, that was lucky I remembered that. Huey's. My friend Jason would know what that is. I'm guessing it's some sort of. Let's see what a Huey is. Huey. Helicopter. There you go. Brain freeze was helpful because that got me orzo, which kind of helped me get just for show. K-dramas. Never heard of the Red Sleeve. Found a Squid Game. Ham omelets. This is just an impressive amount. Also, erotic artist was a nice pull. I kind of had the right track with like nudist model. That's a good puzzle. That's a lot of long words. All right. Peace out.